Good morning, everybody. How you all doing today? Non-farm payroll today, Friday, first Friday of every month. That's what I'm talking about. So I was just mentioning that you do not want to trade. None of this. All this highlighted. Today, if you have never traded it before, this will go from 0 to 100 in 1 minute. 100 pips. Now, I know you're like, man, Dr. Bacon, how you gonna set up a Zoom call with all these new traders and tell me not to trade it? I'm logging off. Don't talk to me no more. Use your demo. Use your demo. This is why we have demos, for this reason. This reason alone. Um, so Canada got some major news. I love Canadian pairs. I just hate that they fake out a lot of people. We got employment change and Canadian. We got the unemployment rate. We got the hourly average earnings here in United States. I want to say Michigan so bad, still waking up. And then we got the non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate. So these numbers right here are the forecast numbers, of course, for what the market is going to think that is going to happen. I'm not going to tell you my prediction on this folder yet. We're going to look at a couple charts and I'm going to show you what I think the market is going to do. We got the non-farm payroll coming a little lower than what it was last month, but they forecasting it for 188. I think this is be honest with y'all, I think this is just a low number they're going to throw out. And I think that they just want to their expectation is low. And I think that when they actually drop, I think it's going to be somewhere about 250, 260. So they just giving it a low number just in case it do come low. It shouldn't be lower than this. That's just my guess on this folder because it's pretty much been up in the 3Ks for a while. So hopefully that could be right. The average hourly earnings, this is good, 0.3 to 0.1. So that's a good number. I'd like to see that one. The non-farm payroll is scaring the heck out of me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I really, I was like, do I want to trade it? Do I not want to trade it? Nah, I'm pretty confident in my prediction. But remember, past profits don't guarantee future results. I'm just throwing out a position on this. The CAD voters, I will tell you my position on this. I'm looking for a buy on all CAD pairs, just because I've been watching CAD pairs for a while. So let's look at some charts real quick. So GU right here. Let's see what's going on with GU. Okay. So GU, I was telling everybody this earlier. I was up to about like 2 o'clock in the morning trading with some friends, and GU was at a major resistance line. I'm gonna show y'all where if I can zoom out. Okay, they won't let me zoom out. Okay, let's see if I go full screen. Alrighty, that's not my true resistance line. So we have this major sell come off from GU. Stevenson Door called this beautiful trade. Came down, got a sell. The price didn't break this right here. So since price didn't break this, I said this was a strong resistance line. So I'm gonna grab my horizontal line. I'm gonna put price right around here. Price came a couple times to retest it, and then it never broke it. So with non-farm payroll is probably one of the biggest things that you can get an engulfing to come break this, and have price continue to come down. So yes, I'm looking for a buy on USD pairs. When I say buy, I know y'all say, well, USD not in the front, so if USD is in the quote, I'm looking for a sell on these pairs to continue to come down and break some strong resistance lines. So let's go look at all the USD. And remember, guys, I hate trading USD pairs. I really do. But when you got a folder like this, you have to just attempt to try it. If I get my laptop to really focus right here. You don't want to do it. Okay, I got to do it like that. So all the USD is actually at a low. So we'll be looking for a sell in this pair. So this means this has to break a new low. Now, this is the only pair that scares me when it comes to this non-farm payroll, because it's at a low. This is the low right here. So if I'm saying price has to continue to come here to sell, what is it going to just come and break off of this this low and bounce back up? Maybe we might get another top off of this low. Is what I'm expecting out of Aussie USD, which is possible because we got a couple tests on this low, so we could see price potentially come back off this low where price is right now, which is right here 786. The low is 7640. That's about only 40 pips. Not really feeling Aussie USD on this non-farm payroll, so I'm gonna check out another pair. I don't trade UCAD. I'll take a look at it, but I won't trade it. So I'll buy on this. And where's my stochastic at? 1 second, y'all. Let me grab my stochastic. Stochastic. There we go. No, I can't grab a stochastic. You telling me what? Okay, now I gotta upgrade to TradersView Pro. They want to let me grab my stochastic. That's pretty messed up. Okay. Well, still expecting this to go up into a buy. Just broker mate. So hoping for the USD to go into USD CAD to go into a buy. Different because I'm about to say I can't get a stochastic down here. Go to the hour. I want to see where the stochastic lies on the hour. And 2 hour, that's not looking too good. Okay, so we got a little pointing back up to go up to more. And we're about an hour away from non-farm payroll. So potentially see this go up past the 80, then get the retracement. The retracement is going to bring this back down to about the 20, and hopefully price continues up into a buy. So USD CAD buy, looking for a buy on that. Now, with my take profits and my stop losses on non-farm payroll, I look at current price like 5 minutes before the photo drop, and I'm actually just marking execution the folder. So about 828, 827, I'm pretty much in these pairs, all USD pairs into a buy. And I'm letting it roll for about 30 pips. That's my stop loss on these folders. I mean, be honest with you, really don't need that much because either it's going to go into a buy or a sell. And if you got it in the wrong direction, you will get stumped out ASAP. So it really don't take much to win with this folder, but you want to be able to make sure that you don't get the fake out on the folder too, because that could happen. So that's why I go for a 30 pip stop loss. And remember, I already know what I'm willing to lose. That's why we have proper risk management. Let's type out GBP CAD. This is one of my favorite pairs. I'm looking for a sell off of this pair because CAD is in the quote. I know, dang, look at my markings. Been doing some serious charting. Even got a trend line right here. Look at that. Wow. Thought I'd never be at that day where I would see charts on my screen. So we're looking for a sell off on this because the overall on this pair was in the sell. I'm going to show y'all. I'm just following the trend on Canadian pairs because I know we're looking for a major sell on this. It just got off a high not too long ago. So there go that high I was talking about. And just continue to sell on this, which would be great if CAD news play out the right way. I'm hoping it is. Only thing that scares me again is that we all know that Canadian and USD can't be on top. I talked about this in one of my other trainings with Canadian and USD being open at the same time. One of them has to be on top of the market, and the other one is going to be either right below it or below the mark of where they forecast their news to be at. Last month Canadian was on top, but I feel like this non-farm payroll folder came out too low for it not to be somewhere around like 250K. So I think this number is definitely going to get beat by a lot. So I feel like USD is going to be on top, and that's why I'm focusing more on these USD pairs today. Now, this is just my prediction. I'm wrong all the time. tell y'all that right now. This, I mean, I ain't gonna say wrong all the time. You're like, why am I on this call if I'm wrong all the time? I'm gonna just say that out of 12 months, this photo right here is 50-50. There is no you got an advantage with this. This is 50-50 always. This is how the photo come. And you just gotta really take a stab at it. It like, and this has nothing to do with it, but I used to have a bad childhood when I was growing up, and I used to do things I wasn't supposed to do. So tell you a little story. I just like shoot dice, and we used to have a motto that said "Take money to make money," and that's all to it. It really takes money to make money. So with this folder, you basically just saying, "Hey, I know what I'm willing to lose. I know what I gotta do. I'm gonna put my, whatever you're willing to lose, 20 pip stop loss, 30 pip stop loss, hit that market execution right before the folder drop." Sometimes people even wait till the folder come out to they go to the minute and then they see if it go down into a sell, they hit the sell with it, or they see it go into the buy, they hit the buy with it, because the minute is going to show you first. It's at 8:29, the market is when the market come out with this, the market is going to start going crazy. It's just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So you can really just look at the mini on this and be like, okay, 8:30, got this long impulsive move to the upside or downside. I can hop in with it. Don't be greedy with it. If you got the right direction, buy or sell, take your 20, 30 pips and get out. You ain't got to go your 50, 100 pips. Even though it could happen, just get what you can and leave, because this thing can retrace. Most of the time when you get something big like this, it retraces all the way, and then it follow in the same direction that the news came out. So say we get the 50 pip drop on the first candle, the first 15-minute candle, that 15 minutes is going to retrace all the way back up, and then it's going to come right back down and go right into the following direction that the news was in. Who all do I have online? Because I'm curious, because I might see if anybody has any predictions of their self. I know I've seen Pastor online. I wonder, did you scope out non-farm payroll? Did you take a look at it? Did you have another prediction?
Actually, Doc, I do not have a prediction.
You said I don't want to mess with it, bro. I don't want to
mess with it.
He said, not today. Oh man, yeah. So like I said, people I'm crazy. I go for a prediction on it and try it, because I just know the payout on this thing, and I know I made some really good money with this, and I want my team to be able to take the same type of trades that I'm taking and be able to get some of this money that's out here, especially on a Friday where after this photo come out, you don't have to trade for the rest of the day. Especially if you win too, you like, dang, I made money on Friday where I wasn't supposed to even be trading, because most traders don't trade on Friday because the market is about to close. So if you can go ahead and make that quick little 20, 30 pips and then be happy and be done for your day, that's why I like going for this folder, because it's one of the few folders that come out on a Friday, major folders. Let's go look at another Canadian pair, like CAD JPY. CAD JPY. Don't pay my market no attention. I'll be just trying things out, trying to come up with new strategies. You got to, though. You got to. If not, nothing's going to work. Come on. Can I delete this? There we go. So, again, I'm looking for a buy on this. I think the low is actually down here. This is the low. And I'm tripping they won't give me a stochastic. Like, I'm really hurt about that. Let's see if I can grab one. I should be allowed to have one indicator. Thank you so very much. So again, I'm looking for a buy on this. But the stochastic really don't matter when it comes to news. Remember that. The stochastic could be all the way up the top, and it could continue to go up to the top. The news has that effect on these pairs. So just got to be real careful when it comes to that. So again, I'm not going to keep us long, but I want to just say, if you never traded this folder, please, 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 please try it out in demo. That's all I can ask for on that. Next, and I don't care. I throw my prediction out because I'm bold like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not God. I'm not going to be right every time. I am looking for a buy on USD pairs. Now, play however you want to play it. I used to have a rule where I would set a buy stop and a sell stop at the same time. And whatever one get triggered first, I would, let that one roll. I mean, it worked. But now I'm at the point of my trading where I'm like, I just want to get this thing right at least, 7, 8 times out the year, because it's one of them folders where you're like, hey, it makes good money. I know Canadian USD can't be on top at the same time. So we might see something like we seen last time. Last month we seen USD go into a sell, Canadian went into a buy. But USD only went into a sell for about like 30 pips. And then it did go into an impulsive buy. So we have to be careful of that too, because they both have good news coming out. I stopped trading USD pairs because of Trump in office, but I'm trying to open back up to these things because, it's our country, and I feel like it could be money to be made, especially when my pairs isn't working. So that's why we trade off of 28 pairs. So why not? I know Charlotte like, hey, Dr. Bacon, you're not telling me, are you sure this is going into a buy? I hear you, Charlotte. And that's just my prediction. I really think that USD is going into a buy. I could be wrong. I really could. Because look at this. They've been forecasting this low pretty since for like the last 2 months. So we got 181, it came out 2. 205, it came out 313. So they've been pretty much throwing a low number on this forecast, and I'm expecting them to do the same as that thing. And I'm thinking this number coming in between both of these. 50K up, 50K down. I'm thinking numbers coming right in between 250K. I'm looking for a positive move in the buy trend for USD pairs. That's my prediction on this. And then with Canada pairs, the number speaks for itself when it comes to CAD pair. They're pretty much accurate when it comes to CAD pairs. 5.8, 5.8. This pretty much stay around the same number. So as long as this number stays around 5.8, if we go to 5.7, we might see a little sell-off on CAD pairs. Unemployment change last month was like really, really low. Well, this was the last one. I don't even think I traded for March. I must have together or something. But numbers pretty much are really, really close when you come to Canadian pairs. Well, not for the unemployment change. That's a hard photo, I guess. But do anybody got any questions before I, get ready and set up my charts and see what I can find out?
734.
Anybody got any questions? Anybody?
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Oh, these guys.
I just kind of wanted you to get some perspective on like how you look at the market and like how you approach it.
When it comes to what?
Your trading, you got the 20, 30, 40 rule, but like I want to know kind of like your mindset when you looking at trading.
I know you was at my meeting for when I taught at the college, and I have a different mindset when it comes to certain things. How I look at this market is totally different than most people. I'm gifted with a really, really talented mind. To answer your question, I would say a lot of my trading is trial and run. So I'm basically looking back left always. This is my mindset when I trade. I'm looking left, and I'm just looking for certain patterns to form. That's all the market is patterns. And I promise you that's all the market is. It's just a pattern that is in a cycle. And I see certain things with my vision that indicates, hey, this happened in the past. Let's just see if it will happen again. And most of the time, that's what happens with the market. I really can't really go into details because this call was more so about the news. But if you want to like literally find out why and how I study this market, you could definitely hit me up on Telegram, or you can call me. Like I'm always available for my team. So that is just one of the things I do and how my mind works on this market. But like I have multiple things that I do. I check, I look for, and I study. I work hard. Like, man, when I first got into Forex, I was grinding for 16 hours a day, probably just looking at charts, literally passing out looking at charts. So Forex is definitely something you just gotta keep going and keep trying. Like that's why I posted my results yesterday on my team. Like, hey, you gotta just keep trying, no matter how many losses you take, how many hits you take. You just gotta get up and keep trying and make sure you just studying this market, because you can't just wake up one morning and think that, hey, I'm just gonna beat the market. No, that's not true. If that was the case, y'all wouldn't even be on my call. Y'all wouldn't even know who Dr. Bacon was. I'd be like, man, I'm about to trade this non-farm payroll. Forget Dr. Bacon. Whatever. No, it takes time, man. It does. And I know. How long you been into the Forex now?
Like 3 months, but I just started trading like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I mean, if you definitely want to talk about like my vision and how I see the market, I know you sent me Matthew. I know you sent me a message, and I've been trying to get back to my messages. I I even thought about hiring a private secretary, but nevertheless, like we're definitely working on bringing stuff out, and just call, text me, man.
Okay.
Sounds good. Any more questions before I want to set up my charts and see what's going on? Again, Aussie CAD, I'm looking for a sell on this because CAD is in the quote. If it was in the base, I would be looking for a buy. That's just my prediction again. Yeah, I'm thinking to sell. Maybe another impulsive move like this. That would be crazy before the market closes. So hopefully somewhere halfway. Here to here. Here to here. It's not too bad. 100 pips exactly. Possible. Okay. Any more questions? No? Nobody?
No, Doc, I don't have a question, but okay. I just want to echo something we were talking about last night regarding lot size and money management. So I just want to say to everybody, if you decide to trade this today, if you're not going to use demo, please do proper money management. Don't think that just, because Doc said it and, it's the possibility of winning that you want to go in for a standard lot and your account can't handle a standard lot.
It'll be zeroed out real quick.
The pullback is going to really get you. So you have to know proper money management when trading. We're not in Vegas. And you can't have a Vegas mindset when approaching this market.
Right.
You have to have a sober mind. So I just want to say that, and if you do that and try it, I'm really excited about everybody on this call. And Doc, you did a great job, and I sure appreciate you for doing this.
Okay, one more thing, team. Thank you, Pastor. One more thing, team. Another reason why I'm looking for USD to go on sell, because I'm looking for it to break major resistance support lines, like Euro USD. But this just been doing the same thing over and over again. So now price is at like maybe almost like you say a strong resistance. This is the only thing that's holding it, that's holding it a little bit stronger. But this hit once, twice, three. You might say it held like 4 times. So if we're looking for it to really go into a sell right here, we're looking for this. And this isn't a daily, but I'm just showing you that this is how I got some of my information. The news will break this and make this an engulfing to make this support become resistance now. So this is one of the reasons why I'm really looking for USD to go into a right here would be a sell, but a buy, because I wanted to break some of these major resistance it's been holding out on. But we can easily, and I just got to play 50-50 because it could easily just go back up here and just smack this out again and just be up here, because it is in this zone. So while I'm thinking about it being up here, it could actually still be somewhere around here. And it could just be wanting to come down here, smack this little support line, and come all the way back up and hit this. And you never know. Like, that's why I said you never know. But at least I'm trying to get the potential sell-off on these USD pairs so I can get some money made off of them. So, again, that's just my prediction again. I wish everybody, I'm praying for myself on this. Like, literally, I'm praying for myself on this. Because, one, I don't want to be putting out forecasts for the team, and it's wrong. That's one of my biggest fears about doing Zoom calls. But that's life. We're going to be wrong. We got to try it. If we're not trying, then we're not succeeding because we're not pushing ourselves. And I push myself every single day when it comes to trading. And if this is what I got to do, getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever, 3 o'clock in the morning, do London breakout, I'm doing it because I know this market isn't just going to wake up. I'm not just going to wake up and this market is going to be like, here go $3,000 in your trading account. No, I have to go out there and get that money for that money to be in my trading account. Like Pastor said, use proper risk management when it comes to this folder. I may even lower my lot size on this, y'all. Instead of going standard, I might go half of that, $5. So therefore, when I lose, because I already counted as a loss as soon as I hit buy or sell. So I'm going to say when I lose, I am not, disappointed. I'm not sad. I'm not over here about to jump. My mama always say jumping off a porch. I'm not about to go jump off a porch. And we're talking about a two-step porch, not nothing major, y'all. Don't think Dr. Bacon crazy. We're talking about a two-step porch. So just be careful when it comes to this. And I just hope my prediction is right. I'm more so going toward USD pairs today than Canadian pairs. I know Gretchen's probably like, that's Bacon, but Canadian pairs is your heart. I want to get back into some of these USD pairs. I don't care who in office. To me, I think that's just a thing we use because we know he's not doing good in office. But I think we need to get back into some of these USD pairs and move on with them and just try to get in there and make our money, try it out again. And if not, I'm going back to my Euro pairs because y'all know I'm on fire with my Euro pair. But that's it. Thank you all for joining. We got about 45 minutes until non-farm payroll drop. Trade demo. Trade live. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate everybody, and we got way more stuff to come.
Thank you, Dr. Bacon.
No problem.
Thanks,
No problem. All right. And if you win, post some results on Telegram. I love to see it.
All right.
All right. Sound good, everybody. Thanks, Pastor, for staying on the phone and hosting it. Oh, I'll see if I have a great day as it come out right. Be like, Telegram, like Dr. Bacon didn't say nothing on Telegram all day. If I win on those, I'm gonna be on Telegram. Don't worry about it. So thanks everybody. I know I said that like 4 times, but I'm gonna actually get out of here and get my mindset ready. If I see anything change, I'll write it in Telegram. But as of right now, that is my predictions. So if I see anything possible change last minute, just look out for the last minute call on this.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
Sounds
thanks,
good.
Doc, and happy trading, everyone.
Absolutely. Right. And then enjoy your weekend.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.